Hello, everybody. It is Monday, and we're here for the evening. If I did everything right, this should hopefully be streaming to Limesh as well. And yep, I realize the echo's there, and I know what it is. Okay, I don't want to shoot things yet. So give me one moment.
It just me, or has it been deader than usual around here?
Chief wants to reduce board traffic, give tramp freighters more paths.
Are there enough tramps in Halcyon to make up the difference?
Take another look at that half-empty docking bay and tell me what you think.
Can you hear me without the echo now? I swear to God. It does not want to recognize my mouse tonight. Is it any better? I mean, dear, if you're just gonna sit there and say things
You've been flying the outer systems route
that are not very constructive.
They're doing a space caterpillar out there.
Traffic's down all over. Even the inners are holding on to their manufacture. Exports are way down.
I know one crew, their skip drive burned out. Couldn't get a new one for love nor money. Ended up selling the ship for scrap.
Okay, let's see. Oh, goody, it's picking up on this. Good. Just one moment here, really quick. Check one last thing on my mixer before I jump into the game. Okay, so that should take care of it completely. Not what I wanted. Of course, again. I'm gonna take a look at my journal and see what my quests are. I gotta go back and do that eventually. But let's get this done.
I know she's in there, Mfuru.
Is that a door? Yeah, that's a door. I don't have the things to pick it. Let's open the door. Oh, look, a playground. Do I want to know? You got a lead on some local salvage. Groundbreaker's old hangars was a brick. Someone found it by poking it. Okay, I don't see anything around here that can help me. It's been an interesting Monday.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear?
Oh lord, that's creepy.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom.
Now, tasting the freedom.
Slogans to keep track of.
Would that be being
Sometimes I
spaced?
forget.
Let's see what he says.
Heard of it? My orientation aetherwave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks. That's a Spacer's choice beer. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division. Have a look.
Didn't want to buy it. Let's see what he's got. That's mine stuff. Okay, so I'm repaired. The hell?
Last I heard, the board was in dispute with the Renegade Company.
Oh, nope, going wrong direction for that
Call
guy.
it Monarch now. It's supposed to be a real hellhole. Warlords drumming up marauder squads, blood running.
Let's see what's here.
Streets.
I may regret this.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products. Does not guarantee full employment rights, tax breaks, military discount, health benefits, military.
Don't want to get involved in the kitchen. And that's how you do that. No way there, so let's ordering.
Why aren't you drinking that then? Gotta be cheaper than ordering shots at the bar.
Don't think this is the right spot. We'll find out. Ooh, it is. Yay, right spot.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. Yes, dearie? Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway. Shouldn't be too tough for a lass like you, I'd think. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Nope, don't have the things to break into that.
As you were. Got my sights on you.
She show you that ceramic mantel pillar too?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Let's go in the other direction. What's going on here?
Tossball finals are...
I know she's in there, Mfuru.
This is kind of where I wish they had, like, Genshin Impact. Go higher by X. Okay, so it's about in pounds. Interesting. Oh, look, Halcyon.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
Oh, look, it's Udom.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
What answer? Go with that one.
There's no need for hysterics. This is all a hilarious misunderstanding. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ships. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table? You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm. That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal. I don't intend to be. It's just a matter of trust. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. Well, it's my white whale, I suppose. What? I'm sorry? I'm quite certain I heard Wells. Phineas Wells. Huh. How charming you are. Amazing. I didn't think those things worked. Mostly people draw funny faces on them. Just a teensy one, the teensiest. Nothing to, lie awake worrying about for nights on end or anything. The thing is, I needed money. A lot of money, quickly, for reasons.
Let's hear what reasons.
That's really neither here nor there, don't you think?
Dang.
No, I'm sorry. I really can't. I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fence here on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll need to turn Phineas in without it. It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hands of someone of such a dubious moral character. I was going to buy it back once I raised the capital. So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board. Though, it might surprise you.
No, I work tech support, buddy.
There's no call for that kind of talk. Fine. You see, I really do need that seal. Rather desperately, actually. I can't grant you access to Byzantium without it. If the board learned of my foolishness, why, by the law, they'd fire me. I absolutely would not. The board isn't even the worst of it. Gladys intends to sell it to the highest bidder. She's demanded I provide her with proof of its authenticity. And if I refuse, she'll have those goons at Sublight Salvage throw me down the waste disposal shaft. Go. Ask Gladys yourself. She doesn't care who knows. I'm sure she'd be thrilled to tell you she got foolish old Udom over a barrel. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm certain Gladys can be made, well, can probably be made to see reason. I'll be waiting eagerly for your return. Now, is there any way in which I might assist you? Access to Byzantium is highly restricted. Only a select few possess a nav key. If you were able to retrieve my seal from Gladys, and if you were able to prove you had something of worth to offer the board, well,
What a slimy
then I
bastard.
might be able to pull some strings. The location of Phineas Wells, for one thing. Alex Hawthorne, the Unreliable's previous captain, knew him. Perhaps you do as well? A wise choice. The board helps its friends.
Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Let's see what what's-her-face wants.
Are you listening to me, Emfuru?
Everybody's listening to you, lady. I can't wait until around payday. I am going to pick up the 2 expansions.
Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea. Depends. What are you planning to do with it? See the lights. Taking a show or two at the infamous Bijou. Could be a treat if you like that kind of thing. All right, I'll sell it to you. But it's gonna cost you dear. Anything else, dear? What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom?
See what
Ask
they
the common
say.
folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony. and they're trying to hide the evidence. That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends. Chief Junlei Tennyson. Used to be she was chief engineer before her mama passed, and she took the helm. She's neck-deep in the ship guts by day, slap-fighting with the board by night. Bit straight-laced for my tastes, but that's just her nature. She's fierce, too. A fighter. And between you and me, I think the fight's starting to wear on her. This heat problem we've got's gone unfixed for weeks. Can't say I know what the holdup is.
Let's get my strength and everything up here. Can I climb this? Climb this.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Concerned citizens often ask why there aren't enough new faces in the Halcyon colony. We all want new neighbors from time to time. Our studies have shown that a controlled population is inversely proportional to
Nothing else of
consumer
interest
happiness.
around here.
Fewer colonists means there's more paradise for the rest of us to enjoy.
Let's go
You've
there.
been listening to Halcyon News, your mandated duty as a good citizen of Halcyon.
Might like that. Not what I did. Close the door, people.
Still getting acquainted? Can't go wrong if you stick to the promenade. Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
At the same place, yes. I go. Take a bag. Hello, bathroom.
Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Spacer's Choice is enjoying an unexpected windfall.
I don't know if I emptied this or not.
Increasing salt tuna production for this
Can you? Nope.
to our hard-working cannery technicians. This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon colony.
And of course I'm around the wrong side. What he has to say.
I hear scary things about Monarch.
Can't get into terminal and see what's up. And not interested. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go around in circles for a while. Oh my god. That moon
Are you
head really
listening
gets
to
you
me,
every
Emperor?
time.
You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Yeah, supposedly that cloak
What was
can
that?
activate.
Attack!
And need to get out of there.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter, Captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
Let's see what
Surgery
he needs.
mostly.
She needs some more.
Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker. The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
I need that key card. Look at the quests here.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Hot day, isn't it? Like someone started a fire in the guts of the ship. Of course, most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades. Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
Okay, so let's go in my inventory. How many bits do I have? 400, it looks like. Okay, let's see what we can find here. That is definitely where I need to go. At least one thing. I did not want to go to the bathroom.
When might we expect you out here again? Canned surfish is already sold out again.
Who knows? Halls are scarce. Back in Triangulum, there were hundreds of space hands idle.
I heard piracy was up some around Halcyon, but I didn't think it was that bad.
I heard there's been a rash of conveyor losses on all routes.
Let's see what she has to say. An interesting character.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? Ah, that's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you. Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle. Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine. So, what can I get you?
Let's see what we can get rid of. Lichen logger? Ew. What are you? Where we went? Yeah, that's where we went before. Not where we want to go now.
Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Huh?
Rizzo's Purple Berry Buzz. Salt power around a sweet purple berry flavored center. Suck it, chew it, you can do it.
What are you? Nice. Okay. Let's see what we can modify here. Yeah, let's install that. Go back. Interesting. I guess I need these for something. I got enough more here and see if we can get further down.
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Let's go with
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers? Sure, I can be myself. I can be myself better than anybody else in the system. You're looking for crew, I'm looking for a way off this port. So we've got something in common already.
Gotta wonder what's
And
after
yeah,
his
I
ass.
know I came on a little strong, but honestly, when was the last time anybody was so eager to throw in with you? That's gotta count for something, right? Sure, an interview. That's it's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust? Maybe with a little cream on top? Classic. Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So
Oh, I
yeah,
can
I
understand
guess my
that.
biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker. Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss.
5 minutes?
You're not going to regret this. Somehow, I always find my way back to the groundbreaker. Whatever you say, boss. I'll see you back there.
I hate it that does that.
Please, would you kindly inform the crew that long chats with Ada are not required every time the captain leaves the ship? Welcome back, Captain. Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No! No, no, no!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely. I require a captain to pilot the ship. Without an identified captain or crew, I serve no purpose. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design. If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
Yeah, and really journal. Let's head back out. Let's go with Felix for now.
Hey, that pad down there. With the lights off?
Let's take a quick wander.
What do you think you're doing? Nice doing business with you.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following
If it
story.
wasn't for us, this whole damn station would shut down.
And now for a special word from Chairman Rockman.
Greetings, hard-working citizens of Halcyon.
Rizzo's Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
What the hell's going on? We were in a holding pattern for 2 hours just to get in.
Okay. See if I can get in now that I supposedly have the right. Need to get in. Maybe I can, like, this body out? Nope. Give me one moment. I'm just going to bring up the journal. Ooh. Not a door. It's not a door, right? Yeah, this is gonna be.
For the last Raptidon Rutten time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful... What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Should've known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment. Oh, laws. Wait, don't gut me and skin me yet. Please, talk to Bedford. Tell him I can pay, a part of it, and I'm a useful person to know. Just ask Ellie.
Interesting.
Surely you wouldn't drag me before him. I'm dreadful contagious. I just know if I face him, What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
This way. Yep.
Any word on Jesse? Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it. I'd go with you to see the board's rep, but I'm not great with soft skills. I'd go with you to see the board's rep, but I'm not great with soft skills.
Back to Udom we go.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your...
Hello again. Have you, made any progress with that terribly sensitive thing I told you about? You know, my government seal? Oh, yes, of course. I apologize if I seem overeager. It's just... I must have that seal. Soon, if possible. How else might I assist you? Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases. That's not unreasonable. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? You might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption she'll be reasonable. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work? What? All right, I suppose. How might I ask? Whom else would I work for? Those sublight thugs? That Tennyson woman? The sweaty masses in the groundside townships? The board is the only force for order in this rough-and-tumble colony of ours. Without them, we'd all starve to death or meet our end in a canid's jaws. That's a curious question. I can't say I've ever considered how my personal satisfaction factors into the work I do. Permit me to answer your question another way. In Byzantium, I was one among many. I often felt, lost in the hurry and expanse of the capital. Here I have a measure of power and suffer little oversight. It makes for a different kind of loneliness, but it's one I have found I can endure. I understand. And I would ask the same of you, but I suspect... Well, I suspect I'd find your answers less than satisfactory, wouldn't I?
I'm gonna go with this one.
That's an unusual rhetorical tactic, but I admire your frankness. And your gumption. Yes, do tell. Well, once you've...
I'm gonna pour a little bit into this. A little bit into that.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile. Got word from Udam, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. You won't be sorry. Or if you are, just add it to my debt and we'll figure something out.
Me. Do I have enough bits to pay for something?
The beds are comfy, but you'll want to check the mattress before you settle in.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do. Yes, dear. Which offer were you interested in? You could always try your hand at landing in Cascadia if you're interested in dying horribly. Landing pad on Monarch. You don't need a nav key to access it, so it's got that going for it. But it's also kilometers away from Stellar Bay, and the Monarch wilds ain't exactly safe. Pick your poison. Marauders, wild beasts, acid lakes, bottomless sinkholes. If you're looking to die, Cascadia's happy to oblige. Might be best too, yes. Suit yourself. I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
grab the next. Before we do that, I'm just going to take a quick 5-minute break. I will be right back in 5 minutes.
Who feels like getting into trouble? What's the hurry, right?
And we're back. Oops, and I forgot to put my microphone back to where it was supposed to be. Oops. That was not what I wanted. Okay, so my next quest bit is 100 and some meters in that direction, which is definitely not in here.
BNP, I can't believe it's not
You still betting on the tossball series? I know you were trying to stop.
Hotter than usual in here. Hope we're not catching Junlei on a bad day.
Advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to do?
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. Good for you. Hope you scared some sense into those bureaucrats giving you trouble. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Ain't that always the way? So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going, most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard. Dr. Fenhill, I hope you've reconsidered my offer to stay on full-time. My crew are never short on dents and bruises.
I'm trying to live a more balanced life. Gun in one hand, scalpel in the other.
I already knew it'd be easier to teach an automech heart surgery than to change your mind. Fair travels, Ellie.
Groundbreaker's a small town in a big ship, and anyone who spends any time here gets to know Junlei.
We don't see a lot of competent surgeons on Groundbreaker. Dr. Fenhill is my on-again, off-again freelancer. I'd take it she'll be joining your crew full-time?
I don't like to put a label on things. Let's keep it casual.
If you ever decide to settle down, there's a home for you on Groundbreaker. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my